It still stings, even now, but getting this story out was crucial. Diane Henley, son of Big U, is stepping forward to expose hidden truths that have long been buried. For years, the Henley family remained silent as Big U dominated the streets, with an iron grip. However, with serious fraud allegations, murder charges, and connections to Kneipe's death now surfacing, the family's silence is breaking, shedding light on a shadowy legacy that's been kept in the dark far too long. Big U finds himself in the hot seat, and now those closest to him are unveiling startling truths. Let's break down what's happening. The family is in turmoil as Big U faces incarceration. The hip-hop world is rattled after Eugene Big U Henley Jr., a deeply influential figure in Los Angeles streets, was arrested by federal agents on serious charges. But this isn't just Big U's battle. This drama is sending shockwaves through everyone connected to him. The fallout has engulfed his entire family, including his NFL star son, pulling them into a whirlwind they never signed. We'll circle back to that soon, but first, let's dive into the story behind Big U. This isn't just another figure from the South Central streets. At 58 years old, Big U has been navigating both sides of the game for decades, carving out a legacy that's anything but ordinary. On one side, Big U presented himself as a community champion, an advocate dedicated to uplifting youth through his nonprofit, Developing Options, and a key figure behind launching notable hip-hop talents, including the late Kneipe Hustle. But flip the story, and the federal authorities paint a much darker picture. They claim he's the longtime kingpin of the infamous Rolling 60s neighborhood Crips. This isn't some minor gang. The Rolling 60s rank among Los Angeles' most powerful, boasting around 1,600 members deep. Established back in 1976 by a faction of the West Side Crips led by Stanley "Tookie" Williams, they're known for a chilling motto: "You ain't a rolling 60 till you kill a 60, a testament to their ruthless reputation." That's a brutal truth, highlighting how the Rolling 60s keep their grip tight both within their ranks and beyond. Their legacy is stained with dark chapters, including the tragic 1984 incident where Kermit Alexander's entire family was caught in a deadly blaze, and the 1988 shooting of Karen Toshima, an innocent victim caught in gang crossfire. For years, Big U has walked a fine line, juggling the roles of feared gang leader and respected community figure, living a double life that's as complex as it is controversial. Big U has been spotlighted in documentaries and podcasts, promoting the story of a reformed man turning his life around after doing time. But law enforcement sees it differently. They claim this image was just a smokescreen, hiding the real activities going on behind the curtain. Then, in March 2025, that carefully crafted illusion shattered when federal agents arrested Big U, along with 18 other members and associates of the Rolling 60s, exposing the truth beneath the surface. The Department of Justice didn't hold back, filing serious federal charges against Big U, accusing him of orchestrating an extensive criminal network engaged in a wide range of racketeering crimes. This isn't a minor legal bump. It's a heavy, life-altering case that could keep him behind bars for good. And the list of allegations only grew. By the end of March, Big U found himself slapped with a 43-count indictment, including RICO, violations, murder, kidnapping, armed robbery, extortion, wire fraud, embezzlement, human trafficking, and weapons offenses. Acting U.S. Attorney Joseph McNall laid it out plainly. As the indictment alleges, Mr. Henley stood at the helm of a criminal operation whose actions spanned from cold-blooded murder to intricate fraud schemes. The most shocking claim in the indictment involves the killing of Ron Williams, a rising rapper signed to Big U's unique music label, who was found dead in Las Vegas in 2021. The authorities argue this was no random act of violence, but a targeted hit connected to the broader web of Henley's alleged crimes. The killing was reportedly a planned retaliation over a diss track. Here's the story behind Ron Williams, a 21-year-old up-and-coming rapper with personal connections to Big U. Williams and Big U's son, Dion Henley, now making waves with the LA Chargers, were high school teammates. Signed under Big U's label, Unique Music, Williams had recently been flown out to Vegas, with the label covering his airfare and Airbnb accommodations, setting the stage for what would tragically unfold. According to federal authorities, the murder of Ron Williams was no random act, but a calculated response to a diss track he dropped targeting Big U. Williams, a 21-year-old rapper with close ties to Big U, had personal connections beyond music. He played high school football alongside Big U's son, Deion Henley, now an NFL player with the LA Chargers. Signed to Big U's label, Unique Music, Williams was flown out to Las Vegas with his travel and lodging fully covered by the label. Prosecutors allege that when Big U caught wind of the diss track, where Williams rapped about making money and hinted at danger for those who disrespected him, he acted swiftly. The federal complaint claims Big U and his associate Sylvester Robinson, known as Vi, drove Williams to North Las Vegas, where they shot him multiple times in the face with a .38 caliber handgun before abandoning his body in a ditch near Interstate 15. They allegedly warned studio staff to keep quiet and erased surveillance footage to cover their tracks. Williams's body was found near a Nevada landfill, about 4 miles from the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. The Clark County coroner confirmed the identity and ruled his death a homicide by gunshot. After the murder, social media erupted with demands for answers, but Big U remained silent, deepening suspicions. Williams' mother, Shadonna Brown, has been vocal in accusing Big U of her son's murder. Speaking to TMZ, she insisted Big U was responsible and urged the justice system to hold him fully accountable. The case took another twist when it was revealed Big U initially refused to provide a DNA sample, forcing law enforcement to obtain a warrant. A video circulating online claims Big U's DNA was found under Williams's fingernails, suggesting a physical struggle before the killing. When the warrant was finally served, it confirmed that Big U's DNA was indeed present, an incriminating detail that adds weight to the allegations. But the murder charge is just one piece of the puzzle. Authorities say Big U operated a mafia-style organization from 2010 through March 2025. Dubbed the Big U Enterprise in the indictment, the operation allegedly leveraged Big U's gang ties and influence to intimidate businesses and individuals, ranging from professional athletes to musicians, forcing them to pay for protection. Financial fraud charges also loom large. The feds accuse Big U of submitting a bogus COVID-19 relief loan application for Unique Music, falsely claiming the label earned $200,000 in 2019 when it actually lost $5,000, making it ineligible for the funds. On top of that, he's accused of embezzling donations from his charity, Developing Options, which received funding from the City of Los Angeles' mayor's office via the Grid Foundation, federal grants, and contributions from high-profile athletes like Shaquille O'Neal and Draymond Green. The indictment portrays Big U as a man who used his public image as a reformed gang member and community advocate to disguise ongoing criminal enterprises. His nonprofit and music ventures allegedly served as fronts, allowing him to build both influence and fear within the community. Following his arrest, Big U appeared in court shackled and was ordered held in federal custody, pending a detention. Hearing set for March 31, 2025. On April 8, 2025, he pleaded not guilty to all charges at a downtown Los Angeles courthouse, with trial slated to begin May 20, 2025. Before surrendering, Big U posted videos denying all allegations, accusing authorities of racial bias and framing by adversaries. In one statement, he said, "This is the price of being Black and trying to help your community. You're just guilty because someone else doesn't like you." His lawyer, John Targowski, vowed to mount a strong defense and reiterated Big U's claim of innocence. This case is part of a wider federal crackdown on gang activity in Los Angeles known as Operation Drawdown. Alongside Big U, several others, including Sylvester Robinson, Vi, and Mark Martin, Bearclaw, face similar charges, with potential sentences reaching decades behind bars. The multi-agency investigation, initiated by the FBI in August 2020 and expanding over the following years, also involved the IRS, Los Angeles Police, and North Las Vegas PD, underscoring the seriousness of the charges. As the trial approaches, the outcome could reshape not only Big U's fate, but also the landscape of gang, intervention efforts, and community leadership in Los Angeles. Convictions could mean life imprisonment for Big U and lengthy sentences for his alleged accomplices. This entire saga invites reflection on the complex intersection of gang culture and community activism in urban settings, raising tough questions about the roles former gang members play in outreach programs and the challenges in tackling gang-related crime. Adding another layer of intrigue are rumors surrounding Big U's connection to the late rapper Nipsey Hussle. While these claims are not part of any official indictment, speculation has flooded social media and street conversations. Nipsey, born Ermias Asghedom, was a beloved artist and community figure tragically murdered on March 31, 2019, outside his Marathon clothing store in Hyde Park, California. The investigation officially pointed to Eric R. Holder Jr. as the perpetrator. These rumors remain unproven but continue to fuel discussion amid the already explosive case against Big U. Holder was ultimately convicted and sentenced to 60 years to life, with the motive reportedly rooted in a personal dispute between him and Nipsey Hussle. Big U and Nipsey shared a deep history. Multiple sources confirm that Big U played a significant role in launching Nipsey's career around 2008, essentially acting as his manager during Nipsey's early rise. This connection is further validated. In a video where Dion Henley, Big U's son, reflects on his own relationship with Nipsey, highlighting the close ties between their families. Nipsey meant the world to me and this community. His impact reached far and wide. His music inspired countless lives, including mine. I've known Nipsey since I was young. My dad was actually his first manager. While I was out in the backyard practicing football drills, Nipsey was downstairs, pouring his heart into making music. Like many business partnerships in the music world, the bond between Big U and Nipsey wasn't always smooth. Rumors say tensions flared over a disagreement about gear at Big U's shop, prompting Nipsey to respond with a diss track. Big U reportedly tried to take action against Nipsey for the track, but Nipsey's brother Black Sam stepped in to cool things down. In the end, they managed to put the conflict behind them and mend the relationship. Whispers have been circulating, pointing fingers at Big U as a possible mastermind behind Nipsey Hussle's murder. These claims have gained traction, especially through female rapper SKG, a former death row artist who has openly accused Big U in interviews. She portrays him as a terrifying figure in the Crenshaw community, deeply involved in violent activities. It's crucial to recognize that these accusations lack any formal evidence, and Big U has consistently denied involvement. In a 2021 interview on Drink Champs, he firmly stated, "We ain't got no beef," directly addressing the rumors and stressing that there was never any conflict with Nipsey. Among the most vocal promoters of these conspiracy theories is Charleston White, a polarizing figure known for his provocative and controversial opinions. Charleston White has repeatedly pointed fingers at Big U and the Rolling 60s, accusing them of orchestrating Nipsey Hussle's murder. White's theory revolves around a supposed fallout over money, claims that Nipsey stopped paying Big U the $20,000 monthly fee, which led to tensions. In his videos, White alleges Nipsey got smart, saying, "I don't want to pay you $20,000, a month no more," and soon after, he was dead. According to White, losing that protection from Big U's crew made Nipsey vulnerable, and the streets took him out. He further suggests that Nipsey's rising fame was causing friction, with the younger generation looking up to Nipsey more than Big U, threatening the old guard's status. White even references police reports hinting at prior violent confrontations between Big U and Nipsey's family, where Nipsey's brother Black Sam allegedly had to brandish a gun to keep the peace. But it's important to underline that these explosive allegations are unproven. The federal RICO case charging Big U includes the murder of Rayan Williams, but says nothing about Nipsey Hussle's death. Holder was convicted as the sole shooter in Nipsey's case, and no official evidence links Big U to that crime. Still, these rumors have seriously damaged Big U's reputation. He's spoken openly about the fallout, revealing how the whispers cost him millions in donations and business deals, including a reported $3 million from Kanye West that vanished after Nipsey's passing. Contracts dried up, supporters stopped answering calls, and his nonprofit work suffered immensely. This tangled narrative reflects the murky overlap of hip-hop, gang culture, and business in Los Angeles. In this world, personal disputes, power, struggles, and street politics often collide in dangerous ways. Whether the rumors hold any truth or not, they've become part of the public story surrounding Big U, influencing how people view his character and legacy. At its core, this is the story of a man juggling vastly different worlds: the brutal realities of gang life, the cutthroat music industry, and the hopeful realm of community activism. Such double lives aren't unusual in neighborhoods where gang influence runs deep, but they create complex and often contradictory dynamics that are tough to untangle. The controversy around Nipsey's death also shines a light on how power moves within gangs can spill over into the music scene. Fame, respect, and money create a delicate balance, and when that balance is upset, conflict can erupt. Nipsey's rising star might have disrupted established power structures, but whether that played a role in his murder remains speculation, not fact. Meanwhile, the murder charges involving Williams present a more concrete and legally pressing challenge for Big U. They depict a man who allegedly maintained control through violence and intimidation. Still, it's crucial to remember the justice system's foundation. Accusations are not convictions. As the trial looms, this case underscores the difficult realities for community leaders in areas riddled with gang violence. Many former gang members strive to reform and steer youth away from crime, but the line between genuine change and old habits hiding beneath a veneer of respectability can be blurry. Big U's story captures this uneasy tension. Was he truly a reformed figure working for the betterment of his community? Or was he leading a criminal enterprise all along, using a mask of legitimacy to shield his activities? The upcoming court proceedings should shed light on those questions. In the meantime, South Los Angeles and the hip-hop community are left grappling with the implications. For young people who saw Big U as a symbol of hope, a way out of gang life, these charges are a heavy blow. Yet they also highlight the ongoing struggle of urban neighborhoods where gang influence remains strong, and the road to true reform is complicated and fraught. The trial set for May 20th, 2025, isn't just about Big U. It could reverberate through gang intervention efforts and how society views community figures connected to street life. The stakes are high, with Big U potentially facing life behind bars and his alleged associates facing decades in prison. Adding to the complexity is Big U's family, especially his son Dion Henley. Born in 1999, Dion has carved out his own success as a linebacker for the LA Chargers since being drafted in 2023. Despite his father's legal battles, Dion has focused on building his career, supported by Big U during his early years. Videos show Dion reflecting on how both he and Nipsey Hussle chased dreams under Big U's guidance. Dion aiming for the NFL, Nipsey for rap stardom. Yet even those connections are tangled. Dion has ties to some of the very people his father is accused of defrauding, like Shaquille O'Neal, who was brought into the fold through Big U's network. Allegations that Big U misused donations from Shaq and others add another layer of tension. So far, Dion has stayed silent publicly about his father's legal troubles, which is understandable given the personal stakes. Ultimately, Big U's story paints a vivid picture of the fragile intersections between ambition, loyalty, crime, and community. The upcoming trial promises answers on some fronts, but leaves many broader questions about power, redemption,